Before we jump into this theory, we're going to provide some background information about Grumbot from Season 7 for people who don't know about that season already. And this Hermitcraft theory is going to be a long one, and this was inspired off Prisimarinas video and basically is an extension off of that because she said, what do you think in the comments below? And this is theory got inspired from that, exactly. So I'll link her video in the description, go check it out, and please consider subscribing to my channel because, yeah, I do cool theory videos like this sometimes, and I'm a good builder. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Chapter 1. The Origins of Grumbot. In Season 7 of Hermitcraft, there was a centralized shopping district on an island where the hermits would build their shops. Later on in the series, they decided that maybe there should be someone managing the district, which created the mayor's election for the shopping district. This all started when Grian decided he would put Mumbo up as a candidate for mayor, without Mumbo's approval of this, and without Mumbo even knowing about it. Grian built a headquarters for the two of them to discuss plans, but both did not know what to do and needed help figuring it out. Mumbo thought, instead of doing the brainstorming himself, he would construct a machine to do it for him, which is what essentially gave birth to Grumbot. Spoilers for the election, the campaign did not exactly go to plan, and on a desperate attempt, Grian and Mumbo would have one last word with Grumbot on that day. Grumbot did not react well to this, and he had a full-on mental breakdown, contemplating what the meaning of life was. Election votes were in. Mumbo had a total of 0 votes. Not even Grian voted for him. And Scar was elected mayor of the shopping district. Knowing how Grumbot would react, both of them decided that they would put Grumbot in a simulation where Mumbo did become mayor of the shopping district, so he can live happily in peace. However, this is only the beginning to Grumbot's story. Chapter 2. Season 9. The Rift. In Season 9, Episode 7 of Hermitcraft, Grian created what is essentially known as the Rift. Emerged from the Rift was none other than Grumbot himself later on Episode 17 of Grian's series. Grian then goes on to say the following.
Grumbot? But this is not the same Grumbot that we know and love from Season 7.
Meaning, Grumbot is from an alternate timeline of Season 7 of Hermitcraft. Even Grumbot himself compared it by saying, I am not your Grumbot, and also saying, I am from a Season 7 where Mumbo became mayor. In this season, Grumbot is being used as a content generator that all hermits and Grian can use when they run out of video ideas. Besides all the mystery surrounding the Rift, there is also another storyline going on this server. There is currently a king that rules the server and lands of Hermitcraft, and in typical Grian fashion, of course, he wants to start some sort of resistance, even though he desperately said that this season he would not try to start one, and made a club that even resists resistances. In this season, he doesn't exactly start one. Instead, he messes around with the generator and makes the content generator give the first hermit that uses it remove king claim. Grumbot, however, did not like this, and he got upset with Grian.
You should not answer for me. You should not Oh! Is this just because I put in the answer? Because of the adventure thing, I put in the answer that said, generate the content?
Grumbot goes on to say, my Grian was sorry too, possibly implying that something has happened to his Grian in the alternate version of Season 7, where Mumbo did become mayor. Fast forward a couple of episodes to episode 23 of Grian's series. There's a mysterious button that appears beside the rifts with the sign saying, begin, ? With a button. This whole episode leads to a build-up of Grian trying to resist the urge to press the button, but he eventually gives in and presses the button. Even after Grumbot told him to push it, he still didn't, but at the end of the episode, he did. The rift was lit into another portal, but every time Grian went through, it would crash his game. He decided to ask Grumbot about this. Grumbot replied saying the universe was not registered in his database because there was no Grumbot in that universe. Grumbot has told Grian to ask the rift itself, though it only led to more questions. Grian wrote, new portal, who this? And from the Empire side, as we know, we got Jimmy is in fact a toy, which basically got scrambled into Joy Mika, Toy Mika, Cham is nifty. I can't even say that. But basically, Grumbot then goes on top to say to summon the hermits, meaning summoning all the hermits to go through the rift together so they can enter the world of Empire's SMP. in which all the hermits, apart from XBcraft and Vicious Beef, went through the portal to Empire's SMP. As they ventured on into this new world and realm, they noticed that the rift behind them seemed to be drained of energy on the Empire side, and was now completely black, as it was purple before. And on the Hermitcraft side, as we know from a cutscene in Grian's episode, it has seemed to close as well. This leads me to believe where my theory comes in. As I mentioned before, Grian and the other hermits went through the rift and are now stuck in the Empire's world. From that little cutscene and on the Hermitcraft side, we also know it closed from the Hermitcraft side. What if Grumbot's whole plan was to get rid of the hermits and to leave one hermit left, aka Mumbo? And that makes him mayor by default, right? What if that was Grumbot's whole intention this whole time, and that's why Grumbot wanted Grian and the others to go through the rift, just so he can trap them, and so that Mumbo can become mayor of Hermitcraft once again. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this theory, and yeah, I know Vintage Beef and XB are still there, but I'm sure Grumbot will come up with something to get rid of them as well, or maybe they'll be loyal servants to Mumbo, who knows.